Monkey's been scratching me.
Why are you trying to fucking contain him?
I was just trying to cuddle him like
exactly.
he likes.
Don't contain him.
The cats cannot be contained.
The cats like to be cuddled normally.
And neither can this show.
No.
To quote my sister, hello!
When did I say that?
Last episode, when you were pretending to be a psychopath, you're like, hello!
Oh, when I was mimicking you.
Yes, but I didn't sound like, hello!
Now you do.
Now I do, because I'm pretending to be a real psychopath. But this week is...
One to know one.
This week is the same week as the last video, because right now we are desperately trying to cash in on the 80 views that the last video got by talking about, once again, what is the show, Kenzie?
You're lying, April, but I think the real views lied with my face. My face.
Yes.
I mean, come on, look.
Kenzie is trying to take credit for all the views the last video is getting, but I think it is pretty clear that it was You're Lying, April. But I think something that we should address from last week's video is the comments.
Yes.
Now, the comments...
Along with these cute cats that we have here.
The only way I think we could top last week's video is by including cute animals.
Eating in their natural habitat.
That's right.
The desk.
Koreans, they have these videos of people eating food. That's just all they do. So I was like, if we could take cats and we could take eating food and we put those together, we will get unlimited views. Now, the comments...
Better than slime views.
Better than slime views. The comments for last week's video were mainly critics for both of us.
Yes.
The hate we received from last week's video
was
is,
personal hate.
Yeah, unparalleled. One,
very vengeful.
We had glaring from Alex. Just because we made one, maybe two, maybe three cracks about him.
I'd say about 5 minutes of cracks, but you know.
5 minutes of cracks. But, who else gave us shit?
Boaz. You know, he's saying that I'm spoiling it. But the show has been out for years now. Over 2 years.
Yeah.
You would think he's seen it by now if he was ever going to watch it.
Oh, he has.
There we go. He's already watched it. What is he complaining about?
He's like one of those people who, he's not offended, but he's offended for someone else.
Yeah, you know. Don't be offended for somebody else. I'd be offended that you're offended for me.
Exactly. She is offended for you. Now, what was the other one? Oh yes, he compared me to the Jedi Council.
But wait, we gotta play our song for Boaz.
What is our song?
Shake It Off by Taylor Swift.
You see, originally Kenzie was going to play that song, but she forgot to.
But I don't have my phone, and I put it on your phone, so give me your phone.
No. Back to the video, because we can always edit that in.
That's true.
Finally, Boaz compared me to the Jedi Council, which is just offensive, because when you think about it, the Jedi Council pretty much created the school shooter. Because it takes place a long time ago in a galaxy far away. And, like, honestly, when you think about Anakin, they, like, stole him from, like, slavery, and then he grew up, and then, like, he killed all the other Jedis. Like, if that's not a school shooter, I don't know what is.
He wanted to be best slave.
Yes. But to get back to the show, what did you think of episode 2?
I gotta say, I quite like the music in it. You know, the storyline is just starting to, you know, build its way up, and there's certain things that I'm just like, could that be related to later in the show, or is that just her, like, the nerves of hearing from another musician?
Oh, yeah. Just like in last week's episode, Kenzie was again like, is that nerves? Or is that her dying? And I'm just like, boy.
I said we're gonna have a problem here.
Now, here's what I wonder. What is she dying of?
There's been a lot of different things. It could be ALS, but that's been...
Wait, hold up. You're telling me that there's 24 episodes and they don't even tell you how she dies?
Not directly. So it's up to you to, like, figure it out. There's been theories of it being ALS, which has been disproven because you don't exhibit some of the symptoms that she does.
If it's ALS, that's stupid because everybody knows the cures for ALS is Ice Bucket.
No, all you need to do... raise awareness.
All you need to do is just, like, Ice Bucket her and she's fine. But what is... Here's my biggest question. Now, I could go on about how much I hate the animation. And honestly, I think it's just her. I think, honestly, it's just her animation. Because, like, he's ugly. But, man, when I look at her, I'm just like, ugh! What is her face? Is that a part of her disease?
I do not believe so. But that is an interesting question.
Do we have flashbacks before her disease?
There's a flashback of her overhearing her parents crying in the hallway, but nothing really that says her face. That's the problem.
So we don't have any definitive proof that it is not ugly based.
No.
Okay. Because here's what I'm wondering. Because you know what this show reminded me of? My tumor's itchy. You know what this show reminded me of?
Balthazar is itchy.
Yes, Balthazar. Robert Paulson is itchy. Now, what the show reminds me of is... I honestly think this episode got better than the last episode. I feel like the last episode was just like, whoa, all over the place.
Because it's like saying, this is a character, this is a main character, you know.
This is a boy. He has a friend who wants to fuck him, but this boy don't want to fuck her.
This is friend A, dependable friend A.
Friend A don't want to fuck friend B, but friend B wants to fuck friend A. Now, do you know why I'm swearing right now? Because it's not the first 30 seconds. I read that, like, the first 30 seconds of a video, if you swear, demonetized.
Whoa.
Maggie has left us. Okay, hold on. Focus, Kenzie, focus.
Maggie has left the chat.
You know what my favorite part of this episode was and why it's better than episode 2? It lasted almost as long as her life. It went by super quickly.
Wow.
And I appreciated that. Also, the main character started to remind me of Batman, which is also a plus. Any show where the main character reminds me of Batman, I'm just like, okay, I won't drop this anime. Because honestly, when he walked into the, like, concert hall, he was just like, I'm Batman. This place reminds me of my dead parent. Oh my god, look at that other character. She's amazing. She's so talented. She can do anything. I wanna fuck it. And I was like, whoa. It's kind of like Batman and Batgirl, where he's just kind of like, wow, she can do all these amazing things. I wanna fuck it. Oh, look at Wonder Woman. She can do all these amazing things. I want to fuck it.
It definitely seems to be his type. No doubt about that.
Dead Chicks for Wataru, or Watari, what's his name?
Watari.
Watari. What are you talking about? Batman's type of just anyone? Or Watari's type of just dead people?
No. Is Batman's type for anyone. That can do multiple traits.
What a slut. But, any more thoughts on your end?
I'd have to say there was definitely a part where it's like, that's a douche move. Where dependable friend C is just like, I'll take her home, I'll skip practice. But dependable friend A.
Oh yeah, so...
It's just like... Oops.
Honestly, like, the whole episode moved like lightning. I thought the episode was, like, going really good, super focused, like, inside the concert hall. And then, like, the end just kind of, like, felt out of place. It almost felt like a different episode.
That's because it leads you into the third episode, which the story is starting to, like, build up. You definitely need to, like, binge the show if you want the true essence.
No, I will not be getting the true essence, because the way this show is going to work is we're going to watch an episode, talk about an episode, I'm going to edit that video, and then we're going to watch the next episode. That's how you milk the views. But, yeah, total dick move. Like, what is that, like his best guy friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, best boy was
his
like...
best bro.
Yeah,
best boy is something completely different.
No. Best boy.
Levi is best boy.
Best boy for sure was like, yo, man, I want to go get the girl. And he's like, you do that, friend. But while you're in class, I'm going to go cock block you.
It's the way to go. Definitely the way to
But
go.
I think that's enough for this episode, and we will get back to it for episode 3. I want to